Okay, hopefully this is just magically working. Look this or cut. Unfortunate phrasing, I know. Okay. Hi. Hands work well. I really need to figure out solution at some point because the range. We'll figure that out. We're in the background. And we need. Alright. How's things? Belle, how you doing? Now. Desktop off. Able to. Aha! Let's explain why. No, you don't have. You never have stuff to be. You choose to explain Homestuck to people. Just make them read it. It only takes like a week. They can take a week. No, just don't. Just here's the comic. Read the comic. Yeah, it only takes a week to read. Not that long. They're an adult. They can go do it themselves. All right. So, I have been. You don't need to sell. Just make them read it. No problem. Don't worry about this. There's somewhere else that I should have posted. I will do. Got it, sir. I have been told by Laris that I knocked off too early last credits at the street. I missed. So fortunately I saved. I will do that. But we will see. Alright. This one, there we go. Good to slay her. If you don't, it'll be in the end of the world. Kevin. Oh, and I was literally one click away from the credits. There's a reason why these credits showed up, but you have to watch number 2. Yeah, well, yeah, game over. We're done. We're done for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do the what I think is the happy ending, and then I'm gonna start playing. I don't know if I. Yeah, thanks for coming, Bill. Take care. Have a good whatever time of day it is on your end. Ugh. Oh, cute. Oh, that's not so bad. You are what's the word? Far west then, I assume. Return to main menu. Good end. New game. Gilbert! There was a lot of gift subs last stream.
You're
there were
on
like
a
20
path
gift subs.
in the woods. And at the end of that path,
yeah, no stress. I
is
don't
a
know who
cabin.
got yours, but it was somebody.
And in the basement of that cabin
I can find out.
is a princess.
I don't know. Can I find out? I don't know if I can. No, I can report people who gift subs. That's silly. No, I don't know. There were a lot of gift subs, dude. But yeah, Also, hi. Thanks for popping in.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Put this. And then... Yeah. Put this away. Put this... Yep. There we go. Okay. Telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
What's the AEW?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. You gotta explain your acronyms.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
It still tells me nothing, but at least
The
now I
only
know it's
furniture
wrestling
of
related.
note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes. Wait, I can enter the basement? Okay,
You take the blade from the table.
Yeah, I couldn't... Oh, it makes sense.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over? Yes, exactly. It's over.
Of course it is. She's dead.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
You definitely should. You shouldn't watch too much.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Oh, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Then you're gonna fucking love this game. Seriously, I would, if you're planning to play this, like, hop off now. Hop off now, there is so much.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I recommend. We're definitely happy.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
Oh, I'll play this for probably 3 or 4 hours today, and then next week I'll probably play somewhere between the two. I might fit in another Slay the Princess stream, because I think this is about 4 streams long, and this is stream 3. We'll see how we go.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Yay! Good end! Yay! We did it, everyone! Hooray! Roll credits. Alright, time to play the game properly a bit more.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, no. Okay. Go to the cabin. I think we've figured out that that's where we're going.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
No, this is stereotype led by nominative determinism. Don't trust it.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That too.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table.
We'll figure it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Wait, how'd you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Yeah, I'm not sure which way, how the cutting off of
Poor
pathways
thing.
works.
Your hands are
Possible
shaking.
that it only cuts off
Are
after
you
the first loop?
scared of me?
I don't know.
Because
You step
We'll see.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason,
Yeah.
so you should just...
She's unarmed.
Are you sure that... can you just talk?
You're so close. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
Not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
I've definitely had this path. Or squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
Wait, this is new.
The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Maybe.
You
Squint
squint
harder.
even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Out. Fine.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Sure.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Right? Weird. Yeah, pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Excellent question. You know why I'm here to kill you?
She was just threatening us a second ago. Am I the only one here unnerved by that perfect little laugh? I'll take that as a sign that you're finally coming around to reason.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Okay, fine, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
I have no clue.
You know why you're here.
Leave the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Yeah, we get the fury a lot.
It
so-
feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is your... We can still turn...
We can still turn around. I've done these here. We unlock around the base.
Are you serious? It's a good idea.
But we've also done this one as well.
You make a mad dash to the base.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains.
Yeah, maybe.
They
Oh,
creak
shit.
and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier.
Yeah, I don't know.
You settle in against the far wall. It isn't long before you start to drift off.
I know you're still there. It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyway.
She sounds terrifying as she violently rattles the door.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
Yeah, I'm also worried this is a
know
one
the kind
shroud.
of enemy you've made tonight.
But
It
we'll
doesn't
definitely be
sound
here.
like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
These aren't threats. These are promises.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb. Whose
Yeah,
side
we've
are you
definitely
on?
been here before.
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Sorry. Bolus
She
is
steps
deciding
closer,
to have an internet argument
one
about
silent
Chopin.
footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe what a shame.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, I'll promise the stream will have my attention in a moment.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Okay, fine. Yep.
A warning. She will lie. I don't think
Dinner.
lying and cheating is a thing. It doesn't matter.
So yeah, so what is the deal with this pathway? We've definitely had this path before.
The interior of the cabin is plain.
Oh, the door isn't the
smooth
same.
wood of the walls almost featureless. The blade is... Hold on. It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. So deep breath in, deep breath out.
Good.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task.
Can we have a bomb?
More. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Let's do it.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of
seen
isolated
this before.
steps. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static. Her cruel and playful voice.
I didn't think you'd come back.
Okay, we need a game plan.
Step off into the void.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pit.
Weird. Okay. Curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from... You make your way to the bottom. As you emerge, you find yourself between two... She could be anywhere. Are you... No, I'm not. Excuse me. We're going to... Please stop.
I wouldn't give it too much.
Good right.
You faintly...
There you are.
As the princess approaches, your arms... This is it.
And you brought your little...
There has... What did you do?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart. Your lungs pull in a... What are you doing? I'm working. And then experience... Okay, whatever you were doing, please. You sure about that? You have second... Yes, I'm sure. Heart. Again, your eyes shoot open.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well.
She isn't attacking us. Liver. Why? Nerves. The why doesn't matter. Your weapon is still in your hand. Liver. Nerves. Lungs. Liver.
Can you turn off this whole organs shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver.
Play the princess.
Nerves. Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Does it work
We
there?
did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh,
Can she? We've already seen how she can change.
you're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
Oh.
She falls to the ground, unmoving.
Oh, this is new.
Oh,
I think.
I can stop
This is
now,
new.
can't I? I can. Finally.
Okay.
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
Yeah, nothing good.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
Hooray!
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. Time passes.
Hooray!
Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever. though, does it? What do you mean?
Doesn't.
We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Because right now, you don't want us to do that.
You're right. I don't.
But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why?
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
I'll just come back again.
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once.
I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you?
Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone?
It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time?
I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Sure, we won't. Right. When I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens.
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along.
We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys. Oh my god, no. Are you stuck with us?
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't.
Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
Yay, now we can all get along.
You remove the blade from the princess's body.
What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
I guess we'll find out. Throw the blade into the void. Wait.
More time passes.
What?
More time passes.
Okay, is that always the same?
More time.
Okay. Can you tell me your
No.
secrets now? That was quick. How about now? Is it secret?
Still no.
Going to weigh you down eventually.
You're not going to wear me down.
Am I?
Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it.
I'm not.
Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
The
Secret?
narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
Secret.
The narrator...
Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Oh, you could do a lot better than us.
Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
You don't want us to die because you'd be
Unlike
lonely.
you, I'm not capable of being lonely.
Yeah,
Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Wait.
More time.
Yeah, okay. Let yourself.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery.
Ouch.
Here we go.
At least it's sufficient.
You'd better get this right next time, do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The wraith. Okay. Yeah, we've not been here before.
You're on a path in the wood.
Shit.
This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yes.
Yes, so it does.
No, there has to be a way out of here.
There just what if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave?
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world.
Yay!
Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
No, it looks almost like a tunnel. There's definitely
That's
spiders.
all the
and I
more
don't
reason
like
to take this
spiders.
seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Uh-huh. Yes. What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
Then she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Wrong.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense.
I mean, yes.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Maybe.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
I tried to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won.
Yay!
Take it however you will. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror, plain as day at the end of the hall. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, what's behind the mirror?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again? He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Alright.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Thank you for making that incredibly terrifying immediately.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Never say that.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Christ.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
Ouch.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand
Jesus.
grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
I think this is the first time we got to see her
You
feet
killed me
too.
last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
With that broken ankle? I don't think so.
And
Oh.
you get to watch me do it.
I've
Completely
said nothing.
helpless. Just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Then turn off the part of you that feels things. Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
The take? Okay.
Except that pain
sure.
hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Dissing me. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you?
You left me in a basement and then you killed me. Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Struggle. Struggle?
You
Oh,
violently
jeez.
struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
Oh, that was
It's
the
so
struggle.
easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
If she admits it, there we go.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh.
deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Oop.
You're awake, eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here, like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
There's a door at the end. Can we get it? Oh, that was one time.
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
I know you were, but you were going to do it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think you feel. You think you are numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me, and I don't feel regret, even in the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
All I'm doing is reaping what you've sown.
We don't
Well.
have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
Not sure it is, but okay.
There. Move. Now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered
this is the
ankle,
cabin door,
takes
okay.
an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
This.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I need to do so many terrible things to you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one, we all go. 1, 2, 3.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body.
Oh, I forgot to save it. The choice
But that
again.
moment
Damn it.
was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
Okay.
We did it! We actually did it!
Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Yay?
What happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? You wanted this.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
What was
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? I'm begging you, don't do this. This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. You
It
are
feels weird.
familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
It feels weird going through this interaction without at least a little bit of dialogue. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Hey, Hoshi, how you doing? How's things?
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Yeah, how'd you go? Was it good?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, so the question is, does it now come places?
You're
Or
here
not?
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Haven't.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. But she will lie, she will cheat, and she
Hey,
will
Cody!
do everything
Yes,
in
the
her
dragon-
power to
the
stop
dragon
you
is
from
now
slaying
functional.
her.
It has been turned on.
Don't believe
yes.
a word she says.
Oh, I thought you were already subscribed. Did you not subscribe last time? Like, what? I am really confused. Like, was it good or bad? Good. Now I'm confused. Just tell us the story, Hashi. Tell us the story. We're here for it. Really? Christ. Okay, well, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Amazing is good. Amazing is good. Glad you enjoyed it.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is
before.
your implement.
Okay, I can't still enter the basement without the blade. That's so weird. I don't know. Okay, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be...
Err.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I do wonder if there's more options every time, like, do the game. Put a new game. The new job slow. No, but
Don't let it
I
fool
don't know.
you.
I don't know.
It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so
coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, if I end up with something I've been at before,
That isn't a good idea.
I might
Just
go
drop
through
the
the pathways.
knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade.
How you doing, Cody?
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
A song of what? Song of... And... Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. But
You
yay,
poor
well done.
thing. Your hands
thumb
are
up,
shaking.
thumb up.
Are you scared of me?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop it.
She's unarmed.
Oh, right. Oh, that's awesome. Oh. Right. Oh, right. Okay, no, that makes a lot more sense. I wasn't sure. I thought it was like a concert that you played in. No, that's awesome. Oh, nice. Exciting times. Oh, coffee. I should have gotten coffee.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay. Fine then, I guess we're at an impasse.
Well, I guess we are.
What a time.
For the
Yes,
love
I have
of
order.
everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
You sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Pyrotechnics are also great.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Oh, so yeah, Cody and Hoshi, Bolus woke up this morning and chose violence apparently, and decided to yell about how Chopin is the worst thing to happen to classical music, in memes. So if you want to take in that discussion, be my friend, be my guest. Yeah. My take is that people are allowed to like things. Bolus can have his opinion, but if he keeps enjoying stuff, then no. But also, if I type that, it'll restart the argument, and I don't want that. Anyway, why are we killing a chick? Because apparently she's gonna end the world. Did we drop the blade? Did we drop the blade last time? No, we didn't. Let's drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Yeah, hey, Chopin is cool. Fine.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Not my fault, Walt doesn't get Chopin.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Oh, it's just annoying because he has like a really flat take on it, but also like I'm not gonna convince him otherwise. Why bother?
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Then again, yeah. Why should I? Why am I actually annoyed at this? I'm putting too much attention on the argument. Roman, hey, what's up? Yeah, it has been a long time. It has been a long time. A VR update now that you're here. My parents have moved into a house, and I have access to this house, and it has a VR space, and I've moved my VR to their house. So, quite possibly, I don't know how much time I'll have over this weekend because it's like New Year's and stuff, but it's possible that within the next 2 or 3 days I will get the VR set up, or at least be able to better troubleshoot what is actually wrong with it. So, there might be a Beat Saber stream in the next couple days. But otherwise, yes. I've been doing things and streaming things and mostly variety gaming and a little bit of creative work, and it's been a good time. How have you been, Roman? Oh, metal beta and takes are always good. Okay, are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
But here?
Oh, you have to be. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even
what piece was it?
imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Hey. Nice.
Doubtful.
I've heard good
Whoever
things about
locked the
that. I should
princess
play it
away
at some
down
point.
here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Gonna check upstairs.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Right,
Someone
we're
else
locked in here. Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Right.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do
I
that.
might like it. Slay the princess.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
Have I done this before? I don't know.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again,
Oops.
she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you.
Oh no.
The two of you struggle on the
Oh, this
ground.
again. Okay.
You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon. Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Okay.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet.
Oh, a Beethoven symphony.
Though
Nice.
every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes. We can still turn this around.
Okay. We've done. Okay. No, we've been in both of these. Okay. Give up?
Are you serious? The princess, wounded but still alive, stands to face you. She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you to the ground.
Okay, I think this is the tower
Her
again.
knee slides to your throat and your windpipe is crushed under weight you didn't think her frame could possibly possess.
What exactly is she going to do? Oh, to end the world. It's very unclear, and the narrator refuses to tell us. So this is like the third stream of this game. We've already played like 7 or 8 hours of it. There's a lot here. There's a lot to unpack here.
This is the end, isn't it?
Probably.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, this is the tower. Okay, so I'm told that there is a chapter 3 to this, and I'm not sure how to get
You're
at it.
on a
We will
path
see.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
I'm told it's very different.
If
It's
you
not.
don't,
It's not.
It will
Yeah,
be
shut
the
up.
end of the world. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
You know, we're definitely
We
killing
might
her
as
this
well
time.
just pledge ourselves to her.
Nope.
Can we
Nope.
tone down the pessimism? I'm not being a pessimist. You're
Stop
being
it.
annoying.
Stop.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her.
Oh, the game? Go for
I
it. But
cannot
also,
stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
I don't know how you are with horror, but there's definitely some pretty gore some things, some very stuff. But I've already got VOD 1 on my YouTube channel and VOD 2 on Twitch. If you do wanna watch the pre-streams. And if for some reason you decide it's not the game for you, you can then like skip over the bits that bother you. Either way, I would
agree.
highly
If she's
recommend it. It's a
wrongfully
great time.
imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? So please,
Okay, proceed to the camp.
if
Let's
that's
go.
what you want.
Crash. Cardiac.
The interior of the
Whatever-
cabin is larger
whatever we're
and more
calling you today.
grandiose than its
Ugh.
humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of
Thank
note
you.
is a massive
being
marble
silly.
altar with
Thank
a
you.
pristine blade perched on its edge.
Wrongly distorted? Do tell. I'm very into people's takes on horror. Okay, we're taking the blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Thank you, Cody. Much appreciated. Take blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of that in here. I'm sorry.
The door to the basement creaks open,
A lot, a
revealing a
lot.
spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
There's a bit in the first stream where it's like it's obvious the princess is about to give herself a degloving injury while getting out of the chains. And I'm like, yes, degloving injury, and then it actually happens, and I'm like, oh my god, why did I ask for this?
Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, shut up.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She
Fair
wasn't
enough.
like this last time.
Well, that's why watching people stream horror is the best of both worlds, because you can just turn it off whenever you want.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
But yeah, there's not much jump scares here, or any at all really. It's mostly just creeping horror, dread, and like.
Should we be worried
weird
about your
supernatural
sudden
shit.
change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
At least we have
It
the
doesn't
knife this
matter
time.
what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You
Slay.
brought that knife again,
Shut
even though
up.
you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
As if on command, the
Damn it.
blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me.
Oh,
And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
this game is also a lot of shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Yeah, there's a lot of existential crisis here. Also, why would you read Junji Ito? The only Junji Ito comic unequivocally worth reading is the one he drew about his cats, which is completely adorable.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak!
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us.
That's fair.
There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And then
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
Yeah, Junji Ito is a vibe.
That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough
Oh,
to
we did
stop
this last time, yeah.
You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
What needle?
do it. It's what she wants.
What was there a needle in the history, or what did I miss? Okay, apparently not.
No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
Okay.
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Okay, well, we have the knife back. This is technically what we wanted, I guess. Right. Wait, this is also stuff I've done this before. Okay.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Oh no. Oh, yeah, yeah. Wow, okay.
Stand!
Now I'm curious. Now I really want to read that thing. Megara Fault, you said. Can you please link it in the server somewhere?
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway. You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce.
Or is this like symbolism? Like I can't pick the other options because I'm being commanded to behave a certain way.
The princess eyes you with soft contemplation.
Oh,
The moment
okay.
seems to
I will
last a
Google it.
lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come, dragging out the long, painful seconds.
1 sec, sorry.
But all silences are broken eventually.
The Enigma of Megara Fault. Is this the one with the holes in the wall? Oh yeah, I've read this one. Yeah, that one's wild. I liked it a lot. But yeah, no, I've read this one, but I've read that one, but that's actually probably the only Junji Ito comic I've actually read. Yes. The moment seems to like that.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Oh, I see. Oh shit. Okay.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Yeah, that's not what. No.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Oh shit.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
There we go. Can I slay her?
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Oh shit.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry.
Her?
Don't! As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
I mean, I guess it is. That's actually yeah, you find some place you think you fit in, and then it transforms you. Yeah.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
It's what she wants.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you.
I'm on it.
Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display.
Yeah, that's
A
fair.
wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Are you the princess?
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
Yeah, this is definitely not how the tower went last
You're
time.
the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
She literally told you to stab yourself in the lung repeatedly. She wants to hurt us.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
Definitely not. Shanko shins.
There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Yes. They...
No. Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, as I said, there's a lot of that here. Please feel free to, look away at moments.
As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Oh, it's way too late for that.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You
heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out. knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this. The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear as the two of you perish together.
I won!
I suppose we were never going to get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something, I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yay! Possibly go wrong now.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that? I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god!
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
Okay, so maybe it's a different... Wait, does this... Oh,
You're damn right we
that's
did.
what she meant by the
You'll
two ways to
get
get the Fury.
it.
Okay.
I can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path,
There's similarities.
and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Well, this is just great. Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here.
We have just let this
is
run
all.
through.
Yes, precisely. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. So you knew this could happen. I know all sorts of... That's not really an answer. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here...
Kevin.
Good. Well, it isn't long
Yeah, but
before
this
you
is-
find
this is the
yourself at
Fury.
the end. That's it. I'd rather not waste any more time.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things.
Oh, cut it out, will you? The interior of the cabin is but that is how it was. That's horrible.
You did this.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the... Good.
Push the mirror.
All we see is a damn mirror. It's a bit... grime. Wipe the mirror. What are you talking about? But it has to be real. It's... Smash it. Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? Nah, I'm with him. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so...
Wipe the
You
mirror
reach
clean.
forward and drag your hand. As if on command, it slowly slides open. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The air is thick. Her voice...
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Okay, this spot is different because we got here a different
Come,
way.
see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination.
and we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying, and we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Continue down the stairs.
You make your
Right.
way to the bottom of the stairs. The
Yep,
chamber's
there she
walls
is.
are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make
We
up
did
its
both
floor.
die. Then we came back.
This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
I have some idea.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as
So
she
yeah,
strains
degloving
against them.
injury. Remember how I
The cuff
mentioned the
around her
degloving
wrist
injury?
digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
Yeah.
And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears.
Mhm.
It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Yeah, the imagery is very vivid.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before,
that's fair.
and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side.
I will,
Now, she's practically done most of the work for us.
I don't know, we don't have to do this, please just listen to me. I'm sorry, what did I do?
Words are not repentance. Apologies are paid for only in flesh and deed. And flesh works for me.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Yeah, I know.
I feel cold.
Yep, and that's that. Okay, I should turn off this. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I'll be... no stress. Like, it's still creepy, but we're done with the gore for now. Wait, we forgot about the desktop audio.
Why now?
Okay, hopefully, There we go. Hopefully that fixes the audio. Approach the mirror. Yeah, so I think
This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
I'm gonna pull
Final.
up a walkthrough for this thing because it's a little too convoluted now, and I've played too much to remember exactly what I did all the previous times. The princess, all routes. Try to make a chart. Chart. Oh god, no, okay. Chapter variations. Right, where are the routes? Okay, can't see the routes. Chapters, there we go. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, there are 10 variations of chapter 2. Oh god. Oh god, there's so much.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I don't want to look at us.
Burn. Oh, I see. There's 2 different. Yeah, okay. There's 10 different variations of chapter 2. Okay, we've got prisoner tower, adversary razor. Okay. Oh, you're my princess, Hohenheim. What's up? Hi. How you doing?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Exciting. What are you doing for New Year's? I'm ready to go.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Alright, chapter 1, the hero and the princess. We want to go to the tower and try the third.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, hold on. So the witch is, Okay. Okay, where's the tower? I can't remember what I've done and what I haven't. Okay, the tower. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we've done tower, we've done fury, we have...
You're here to slay her.
Nice.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Exciting. Have fun being gay and doing crimes.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Okay, we're gonna
she
skip
will
through
cheat.
most
We're
of
not
this.
going to go through.
We've been
Ignore
here.
him. The interior of the blade.
You take the blade. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice carries up.
Who's there?
We decide
She
to
sounds
rescue
dangerous.
her?
It's
Oh, I
almost
see.
as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. Good.
Stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful.
Hold on, I can't actually read this diagram.
Is she really a
It's on,
threat to the world?
like black on black. Okay, oh, what a mess.
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then drop the knife.
Don't you dare.
Dropping the knife. We're doing it.
Thank you.
Against your back will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping.
So here we are. What an
Uh,
awkward start to a relationship.
Okay.
Oh.
Focus enough. Examine the chains.
Oh, you have. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
Maybe it is. Yeah, let's check
I'll be
upstairs.
You attempt to make your. Is someone.
Okay, return to bottom.
You make your way easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up.
You
Okay, and then we save the princess.
against you cut. The blade is sharp. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she?
Thank you.
No.
Try to leave,
Where's the
and
wait?
then we try.
Watch me.
He tries to make us stab her. What? No. We wanted to slay her. Oh wait, this is okay. No, hold on. And I can't return to previous message. Can I? No. Okay. Okay.
I thought this.
Your body lunged.
Okay, and we can't do that, and that takes us to prisoner.
The blade. Move the blade.
Please explain what? What am I explaining? This chapter can branch further.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade,
Maybe I'll see you in.
and then she slits your throat.
Wait.
With an almost clinical ease.
This is different.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Okay.
This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Is this new?
You're on a path in the woods.
I am so confused.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I don't understand what you mean by synesthetic responses within necromechanics. Like, why would synesthetic responses in necromechanics be
You're
different
here
than
to slay her.
synesthetic responses in normal
If
life?
you don't,
Okay. So yeah, we don't know what happened. Quite.
a warning. She
Yeah,
will lie.
she cheats.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Alright, what do we find?
The interior
This
of the
is
cabin
new.
is less
This
a
is new.
cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Yes.
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
No, I know what synesthetic responses are. I'm just asking, how do you expect necromancy, like the decay of a body, to reasonably affect synesthesia? Like, either the connections are there or they are not. Synesthesia doesn't really have anything to do with the integrity of synaptic connections, only with their array.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Like, synesthesia is a predictive network failure at the high level where you get metasensory concepts.
The blade is your
I
implement.
forget the word for it.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Do I take... Oh, I can't tell. Take the blade? Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Valid. Let's go. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you,
geez.
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
That's a change. Wait, so who's the synesthete? The necromantic subject, the body, or the necromancer themselves?
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Okay.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Oh, we don't know yet. What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Don't know
There
yet.
isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Welp.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't.
Oof.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Yeah.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
See.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Got a chain on the wall. Who was it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Well, now I'm tempted. Back the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Back the shackle. I'm too curious.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
I see.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp,
Whoops.
as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Oh, what? I was using that.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Whoops.
Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Did you know that was going to happen to me?
No.
So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
Excellent. We do.
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then...
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Huh.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is play through this and for the other ending in the normal way, and then probably start systematically going for all of the other endings and achievements probably next stream, but we might start this stream as
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
an afternoon. Yeah,
Is that a...
that's right, an afternoon.
Why is it...
Yeah.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Withered? You've withered.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Yep.
You're on a path in the woods,
Okay.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, we're going for the tower.
You're
We're going
here
for the
to
tower.
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We're going for the tower, and then we're going to start going through things systematically using it as guidance.
You make your way up the short path to the cat. A warning, she will lie. We're not going to go. Ignore him. The blade is...
It's basement. Okay, now we messed this up last time.
The door to
because,
the basement creep her
we
voice.
tried
Who's
to rescue
there?
her.
She sounds... Don't let it...
We don't
Good.
want to rescue
You're
her.
still
We want
listening to
attack
you
her,
walk
but
down.
we want to
She's so
attack her
focused
too
on the
late.
task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
It's a
Then
top.
why did you bring...
She makes a... Don't you dare... It's fine.
Open grip.
You ignore the tremor.
You poor...
You step forward.
I'm probably chained up... So,
She's unarmed.
Talk. I'm not dropping the blade.
then I'm not talking to you.
I get where I don't know.
I guess we are.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah.
For goodness sake.
Okay. Play the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately.
Yeah.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sight it. Holy sh... Though she's unarmed. The
And
shot
then
we
we
can
give up.
still turn...
Oh, I can't give up. Wait, what do you mean? Why can't I give up? I can't get to the tower anymore. But I can finish the job. Yeah. Look,
You and the prince... Excuse... Do you think this is what I... Can you not feel all those the two of you...
Oh,
okay.
this?
The princess guard...
You put up more of a fight. Do you really...
But you don't have
And we
time to
did
worry
that.
over such
Okay.
things. Everything goes dark. And you die.
So now I have the adversary. We've done the Fury. We've done... Have we done the adversary? I don't know. Let's try the Eye of the Needle.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is... You're here to slay her.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
warning. Before you go any further. She will lie.
Are you sure about that?
Lying and cheating doesn't count. Yeah, no.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. Crystal.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
In this
The blade is your...
take the blade.
You-
And basement.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her fierce...
Is that another challenger?
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Good. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust
princess
get
not
to you.
to have a
As you
good fight?
descend
We've
the
seen
final
this
step,
before.
the form of the princess comes into view. It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you
Yeah.
brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
All right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. Maybe. Of course I glossed over it. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not a fluke.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Um, I'm gonna take this even less seriously.
You're joking, right?
Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
Yeah. Attack.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win. She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Well, strike at her heart head on.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan.
Alright.
You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle.
No, we can do this. Just keep pushing.
We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Unlodge the blade.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess slams you down onto her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. And you find yourself in midair, effortlessly tossed across the room. You hit the floor, your ribs complaining painfully, but you can feel the hilt in your grip. You still have your weapon. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
Alright, quick break. 1 moment, please. There we go. Actually. Alright, we're back. Where's the desktop audio? Here we go. Okay. We tried to outplay it, but...
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Whoops.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing
Cody.
around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
Welp?
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
She pet my brain!
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright. This is new, I think. Right.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah,
if
we
you
haven't been
weren't
here
so
before.
damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
Implying the brain wasn't already smooth, Cody. Checkmate.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
No, you
Doesn't
say the
matter.
nicest things,
We could go
Cody.
in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here. Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
Go down to the vault, yes. What if I don't agree with the plan? Yes.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
Take the...
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You do see it, right? All we see is a damned mirror. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
How are you gonna get on?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
And there'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over. Fine by me.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling! Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
I really don't like the sound of this.
It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Why don't you want to be free?
This again? What does free even mean? Here and there, none of that matters. I'm always in a body. I'm always in one place. Why do you act like you know me better than I know myself? I had what I wanted. I had something perfect and it ended. And now that it's gone, you just keep dangling it in front of me. It's more than teasing. It's cruel. It's cowardly. It's selfish. I know what I want, and I'm sick of waiting.
Blooded desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there.
And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You
You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Do it! Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you. You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now! As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right! You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you manage to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we?
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I've felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
One was a ride.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror! We just need to find the princess!
Unraveled. Hold on.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
What did she... This vessel. Yeah, there we go.
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Alright.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Alright, let's try and save a bit and see how we go. I'm not trying for the tower again. Because, well, that ended
You're on a
badly last
path
time.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Which one's the witch? We've been to... fight, give up, fight... There's a lot in the witch. Okay. We've done the prisoner, we've done the tower, we've done the adversary, we've done the razor. I don't think there's much else to do in the razor. Yeah, we've mostly done that. Then we have Spectre. Reject reward. We've had the Spectre. Armed Lee Nightmare. We've done that. Okay, what about unarmed? We've done all of these, I think. Done the damsel, we've seen the witch. The beast. The witch, we've seen the nightmare. What was the beast? I think we've seen the beast. The beast was the wild den. I forget. Oh, there's a whole bunch in the beast. Okay. Let's try witch.
You're here to slay her.
And then we'll save at the start of the witch, because... Oh.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin, a warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and
We're not going to go through with this, right?
ignore him.
Okay, or maybe not. Or maybe we go for the tower and we go for the witch next. I don't think I can go to for the
The interior of the cabin, the blade is... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds...
Don't let it fool. Good. You're
Yes.
still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Feel your nose and step forward. Is that my only choice?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening
Weird.
as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just...
She's unarmed.
Are you sure she's not armed? No, we've had this. Had all of these. Slay immediately. Is this leading me to the
You
razor?
lunge forward without a... You feel flesh...
Oh, this is it, isn't it? Do you actually believe...
It's like...
Yeah, but it's over. Is it
Okay,
over?
so she's dead. No, it was too easy.
It's...
Oh, we should make sure. I really don't think you should do that.
I think we should do that.
And why shouldn't we? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy.
Check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something
shit.
sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here.
It's too late for that
we're
now.
on the razor, yeah.
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye, a life for a life. See you around.
You were so close, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yep. The razor. Okay. So, this gives you 2 achievements. I think I have one of them. So let's check.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, where are the achievements? Man, we have less than half of the achievements. Okay. Search for... You don't have either of those. Okay. Weird. No, that can't be right. One sec. Okay, so these aren't actually achievements, they're just, achievements for this chapter will be granted in chapter 4. I don't know what that is.
You're here.
Okay, done this, but okay.
A warning. Before she will... He couldn't be... We know what to... Just... The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of the blade.
Take the...
You take the blade from the table. It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands.
Wait.
Let's make her...
We shouldn't have done that. Balls. Oh well.
The dog, yes. Scrape. Her
I hope you've come to rescue me.
There is some... Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. As you descend the final step, the form of the...
Finally,
If she sounds threatening...
what are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Okay, leaving. Wait.
It's boring.
That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. How conciliatory of you. At least we're safe here. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then she slices through her arm. Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you, and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
And with a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods.
Yep.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
What the fuck that? We're starting in the fucking... Okay.
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've seen all this before. We've been here.
Someone or something is out there pulling the strings and we're all just puppets until we can figure out how to see them. But what if we were the ones pulling the strings? Great. So this is our... No wonder things have fallen apart. That can't be right. It's only too much responsibility. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before lending me if this feels right. That's right. We've got to... What if winning is... It isn't. I don't care whether you try. I'd love to get started just to...
What's it say in history? Okay, so... Right, this is from the previous section. Gonna kill you now. Okay, so it doesn't say which name of the chapter was. Oops.
You walk through the door. There isn't a door. There isn't a... We can see our reality. I can feel the air coming. You make your way to the door. Let's just fumble. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. It feels like it's hiding something from us. Yes, it's time for... Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the...
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the prince...
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh no, I've played this during the first stream. I've seen this section, so I'm just skipping through it.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's...
She's toying with us. Thinking about dying makes...
Actually, does survival matter? We've done... Nothing bad has come of it. Yet. Plenty bad has come of it.
The past isn't real. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades. She's loose.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
I'm gonna try flirting.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Yes.
I'd rather not. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll throw her off. I know I'd be thrown off if she started flirting with us.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are?
A rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks, and a wide grin cuts across her face.
I definitely didn't do this last time.
You're the only person I know, so that's a first. You're sweet. I like you. You're also gorgeous.
Aww.
I'll be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still gonna kill you, though.
Or not. Is anything going to work with her? She's so single-minded. It's like, whatever you do, it's always going to end exactly the same. Blush still glowing in her cheeks, the princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you. Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us.
Not this,
even said
not
as
this
much.
bitch again. No.
Oh, a new one of us.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? We're dead, aren't we?
Dead.
Stop saying dead all... This is all horribly wrong. How many...
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another... us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
As long as we keep moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
It's going to get so loud in here. How are we going to keep it all straight?
Come on, show me something new.
Puff her up a bit. Oh, okay.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Well, there's more of us.
Let's see if that helps.
We just have to hit her harder.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
None of this is working. Think.
She skewers you.
I'm gonna go for all of the endings, and I don't know if I'm gonna go for all of the vessels, because there's a lot of them.
We're getting
see.
close to something, can't you feel it?
I'm doing the
last
kill her
time.
ending this time around, and then I'll probably have a search for the other ones, because I have no idea how to get them. So that'll be... I've done the good ending, and I've done the looping ending, so that'll be the 4th ending, so say there's 2 more. See what we find.
You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark.
Flirt with the sort
and you
person.
die.
We tried that. She likes us back. I feel like we need fan art of that. Like, Cat skewered on the sword
Oh,
arms and her
Alicia,
going, "Oh, I
we're in a
like you
cabin.
too."
Take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
It's true.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Don't care. Just want to win.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
Yay.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new.
It's probably
I
swords.
want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades.
Oh, it just
A heart
fight.
beats
just
furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
This is worse than sticking your dick in a garbage disposal.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Oh my god.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
That's an excellent plan. Let's do that.
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Narrator,
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
This was actually the first ending I got. It's excellent.
You're incredible.
This is a love story.
I think you know what I am.
It's true. Knives are cute and sexy.
I can finally see you.
Yes, but let's get into
You
those
can
on
finally
the
see
server,
me.
in the channels, in the appropriate channels.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
No.
Ever the passive player. Oh, when the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning?
We're going for destruction.
Or
Yeah.
will you open the final doors to our liberation? Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Self-destructive.
Were we self-destructive, or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were. Brutality splashes you against the walls, but with stubborn defiance you rise again. And with the dance of our conflict, I was brought somewhere new. Without you, my world would have been so small. Do you remember the moment of your triumph? Do you remember the feeling of your blade finally cutting me down? My defeat was a gift. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
Is stagnation so bad?
To stagnate is to remain the same. What meaning can be taken from a single moment, frozen in time?
Again, I stand by all the Utopia stuff I said last stream. Well, now we're just ending chasing, right?
All conflict is violence. But to remove conflict itself is to remove the textures that define us. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing.
To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
They'll get over it.
Or, in time, would they see it as a curse?
What is a person? Is it a person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new.
Yeah.
It is only bodies that fear it.
What have I if I'm not a body?
You are you.
Flesh is a vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine. Forced between choosing your death and forfeiting your body, you chose agency. But agency requires action, and action requires an endless tapestry of events.
Oh, I know.
In your final moments would you remove action itself from reality?
You didn't give me a choice.
And yet still you chose. To be capable of change is to be capable of choice. You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Are you so desperate to destroy me that you've grown blind to the heavenly beauty of our reality? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Can't let that happen. Right, there we go.
Oh, then destroy me if you're able. But I will not coddle you in my final
I've already left with that.
moments.
I've already gotten that
I
ending.
will not yield to your delusion without a vicious struggle.
You don't have to face her alone. All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
I've gotten the leave with her ending, I've gotten the happy ending, and I've gotten the loop ending. I'm going for the kill her ending.
It's good to be here. Seems like you've been doing alright on your own, but I don't think you can strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began.
Oh, there is?
I can
Okay.
take you there. I can take you.
It's time to resume our dance.
Well, we're going to kill her anyway.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Oh.
That's probably for the best. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me. You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
No.
So this is it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
Oh. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged, and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I know.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Mind. Does. Then you leave the cabin yourself.
It's quiet here.
Path in the woods outside. Canvas. Even more to onto this place. The fruits of your labor. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation and feels sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. Feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension for a finite. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, binding you across infinite sides and infinite angles. Push back and strain again. But it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. Then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. New absolute reality, unforged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless. There will be no more bloodshed in this.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
Yeah, I don't like this ending.
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well then, I guess the only thing left to do is figure out what happens next.
Yeah. Oh. Alright, main menu. Okay. I'm going to knock off here for today. I will stream this again. I will probably stream this again soon. I don't know whether it'll look. Either I'll hunt specific endings or specific shards, or I don't know. There's definitely a few more pathways I want to see. But yeah, no, this it feels like I've kind of broken the back of what the game has to offer narratively, and now it's just a question of exploration and flavor. Yeah, that's but no, there is, she says, a worse ending. Yeah, I found the ending achievements because I'm trying to figure out what the endings are, and it's called A New and Unending Dawn, and everyone hates you. But I don't quite understand how to get that either. So possibly next time I play this, I should have you at my side, directing actions. I don't know. Or I'll kind of plan out the next stream with you at my side and figure out what we do. Anyway, I will call it here for now. Thank you for watching and for sticking around. Do we not have outro music? Did I derp? Where's the outro music? That's the wrong outro. I'm very lost. Okay, apparently we don't have outro music. How did I mess that up? There we go. There's outro music. Great success. Baby girl. Brr. Okay. So yeah. Thanks guys for watching. Until next time. And yeah. Right? Issues. Major issues. But yes. Don't know what I'm streaming next Saturday. Probably Signalis. I'll try and fit in a stream of this before then. Because I kind of want to wrap the game up and put it to rest. But yes, take care, have a good day or evening, and Happy New Year to whom it may concern at whatever time it applies. All the best. Farewell.